Hey guys, Kiki again from Eat More to Weigh Less. I had a quick minute, so I thought this would be a good time to come to you guys with another reason why many of us are having problems seeing results from our workouts. We've talked about setting goals. We don't have goals a lot of times, or we have the goals and maybe, we think we're going for them, but we're not. Or we're matching our goals to our workouts improperly. So, those are some of the things we're going to work on. We want to get our focus in the right place, not be all over the place, but not be, crazy going for it so that we burn out quickly. And another thing that we want to keep in mind when trying to get results from our workouts is many of us have the tendency to do the same thing over and over. And that is really, it's one of the simplest things that stop us from getting results, but it's one of the most common that, we tend to do because we either cling to the type of workouts that we like the best, or we cling to the type of workouts that have given us results previously. So what happens with that is that, say I do Jillian Michaels' 30-day shred. And, I really like the results that I get after 30 days. So I say, hey, I'm going to do it again. And again and again and again. Sometimes we do that, because we got such great results from it, we just keep doing it over and over and over. And in some instances, it's good if you're with a program that has changes incorporated into it, which say like a program like that, obviously it has levels 1, 2, 3, or if you're with P90X or STS or something like that, they have the different planned levels of progression. So something like that, you may not see it as often. But the type of workouts, that maybe we see the results with, we may just want to repeat those. So maybe you're doing P90X and you like the results that you get from one certain workout, or with STS, you do Meso 1 and you think like, man, I am ripped after this. So you just keep doing it because you think it's going to make you more and more ripped. The different levels are there for a reason. They're there because you need to change it up. Even if it's not permanently, it doesn't have to be forever. After a while, you kind of get to know your body and when things need to be changed up. And even if you have your goal that you're focusing on, say, I want to put size to my muscle, so I'm going to stay in, the 8 to 12 rep range because, that's what you guys recommended or whatever. And so you're working towards that goal, or you want endurance. So you're, in the 12 to 25 rep range or something like that. Even if that is your goal and you've now matched your goals to your workouts and you're doing the proper workout for that goal, you will still need to veer from it every once in a while just to break things up. So like for me, I like staying in the lower rep ranges. I really despise high rep range workouts, but that doesn't mean that I don't do them, because they not only help me when I go back to my low rep workouts, like if I do about 4 weeks or so of higher reps, like 12 to 15 reps, they actually help me to increase my weight when I drop back down to maybe the 6 to 8 rep range, which is kind of where I prefer to be. But we can't just stay where we prefer to be or where we have good results at, because you can still hit a plateau there. So sometimes it's good if you're on the right path, you've seen great results, but then all of a sudden you seem to kind of stop, to just change things up, even if it's only for maybe 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and then go back to the thing that you were getting good results with. So for me, it's typically about 4 to 6 weeks, usually 6 weeks max of doing the same thing is when I notice that my results seem to go backwards. So I know for me, I plan ahead for any workout rotation that I do to not last me more than 4 to 5 weeks. Typically 6 is too much, but if I'm really liking it, I'll hang out with it for, 2 more weeks, and then I'll have to change it up. Even if, like I say, it's only for a couple weeks. So sometimes when people are having a plateau, or I have a client that, they're just really, really having a tough time and they don't understand because they were just getting great results, we'll just change things up for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, and then we'll go back to the other thing, and you'll start seeing the same results again. It's the same concept that you'll often hear us talk about with the diet break. You want to take a break because your body will hit that plateau, and typically that's when a lot of people will lower their calories more. But if you know that it's coming ahead of time, you'll take that diet break every 4, 6, 8, 12 weeks, whatever's best for your body, and you'll eat at maintenance for a week or two, and then you go back down to the deficit so that your body can respond to that thing again. So change things up. It doesn't need to be like constant, everyday, random workouts. Change it up. That's not what I mean. By changing it, I just mean that, stick to one thing for maybe 4 to 6 weeks, whatever your main goal is, and then just do a slight change, for 2 to 4 weeks. If you plan on going back to that thing, it only has to be 2 to 4 weeks, and then you can go back to the previous thing. So when you plan your workouts, try to plan to not really stick to anything more than 30 days of the exact same thing. Like if you're doing 5x5, or you're doing 3x12, whatever. You want to just kind of plan for it to only last for a shorter period of time, and then take a break, and then go back to it again. So even when you're within your goal and working within, your rep range, if it's for weights, or if your endurance is something that you're trying to work on, change it up. Same thing. If you're running, maybe throw in some HIIT workouts in every now and again, just so that, something different, a different part of your heart is conditioned. Because like with HIIT and the higher intensity workouts, they still work out your heart too. So if your main purpose for endurance is to work out your heart, then maybe just every once in a while, either have a detraining period where, you kind of just back off a little bit, so that when you go back again, you have a little bit more energy to do it. You've had a little bit more recovery. So depending on what your goal is, plan for breaks, for detraining periods, and for just change. You don't want to veer too far from your goal when you change things up, but just every maybe 6 weeks or so, plan for just a breakaway and then go back again. So that is just a quick little tip on why some of us may not see results from our workouts, because we just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So plan for progression, plan for change, and I will see you guys next time.